Hello, General Hospital will reveal after weeks of relentless speculation across social media about the possible return of a legendary character to General Hospital. Fans have finally received the news they've been longing for, putting an end to the endless buzz and mounting curiosity. GH executive producer Frank Valentini officially confirmed what many had only dared to hope. Gina Tognoni is set to return as Skye Quartermaine, one of the soap's most beloved and complex characters, and one who shares deep familial ties with two of the show's central figures, Jason Morgan and Drew Cain. This announcement immediately sent shockwaves of excitement throughout the General Hospital fanbase. Loyal viewers, especially those who have followed the show since the early 2000s, were overwhelmed with joy at the news. For them, the name Skye Quartermaine conjures vivid memories of a woman who was both fierce and vulnerable, a character with emotional depth, strength, and undeniable presence. Gina Tognoni's portrayal of Skye left a lasting impression, her ability to convey Skye's inner turmoil, longing for acceptance, and fierce determination made her an unforgettable presence in Port Charles. Fans had spent years hoping, even praying, for this moment. Skye's absence had left a noticeable void in the Quartermaine family dynamic, one that no other character could quite fill. Her return now, at a time when tensions between Jason and Drew are reaching a boiling point, feels not only timely but essential. Though full storyline details have yet to be revealed, speculation is already swirling that Skye may be the one person capable of bringing peace to her feuding brothers, a calming, unifying force who could bridge the growing divide and remind them of the family bond they share. Gina Tognoni's return is more than a casting win, it's a major emotional payoff for longtime viewers who have remained loyal through the show's many twists and turns. Known for her powerful roles as Phyllis Summers on The Young and the Restless and Kelly Kramer on One Life to Live, Tognoni is no stranger to creating strong, emotionally layered characters. Her return to GH as Skye promises to bring depth, intrigue, and no doubt plenty of drama to a show that thrives on explosive confrontations and heartfelt reunions. For now, the buzz is only building, and as anticipation grows, one thing is clear: Skye Quartermaine is coming home. And Port Charles will never be the same. Skye's return to General Hospital is far more than just a headline-grabbing media moment or a strategic move to boost ratings. It represents what could be a pivotal turning point in one of the show's most emotionally charged and complex storylines to date, the ongoing rift between Drew Cain and Jason Morgan. These two men, both deeply entrenched in the legacy of the Quartermaine family, share not only a father but a past marked by confusion, betrayal, loss, and unresolved pain. Though they have walked vastly different paths and developed contrasting personalities, Jason with his stoic, action-driven nature and Drew with his more introspective moral compass, both have struggled to find their place within the family and within each other's lives. Now, as tensions between the brothers escalate to what seems like an irreparable level, the reintroduction of Skye Quartermaine, their half-sister, couldn't come at a more critical time. Skye is not just another member of the Quartermaine family. She is a woman who has lived through her own identity crises, faced rejection, fought for acceptance, and ultimately carved out her place in a family known for its power struggles and deep-rooted dysfunction. Having weathered the storms of her own past, Skye carries a unique perspective that neither Jason nor Drew fully possesses, one shaped by resilience, empathy, and the hard-earned wisdom that comes from navigating the complicated web of Quartermaine dynamics. As a sister, Skye holds a rare and powerful position, one that allows her to act as a bridge between two fractured brothers. She is a figure who can step into the volatile space between them with understanding rather than judgment, armed with the emotional intelligence to soothe wounds that go deeper than simple disagreements. Her presence offers not just the potential for reconciliation but also a profound reminder of what the Quartermaine name truly means, not just legacy and influence, but loyalty, history, and above all, family. Moreover, Skye's voice, calm, reasoned, and rooted in experience, could be the very influence needed to defuse a brewing war between Jason and Drew. While others in Port Charles may have taken sides or fueled the flames, Skye is uniquely positioned to remain neutral yet effective. She knows what it's like to feel displaced within the Quartermain Empire and to fight for her place at the table. And that shared sense of alienation could allow her to speak to both men in a way no one else can. In doing so, she might not only mend their relationship but also restore a sense of unity to a family teetering on the edge of collapse. Skye's return is not merely about nostalgia or legacy, it is about healing, reckoning, and the hope of rebuilding what has been broken. Her arrival could signal a long-overdue shift in the Quartermain narrative, turning a chapter of bitterness and division into one of reflection and renewal. For Jason and Drew, her voice could be the call back to brotherhood. For the viewers, it's a promise that the past is not forgotten, and that redemption, in true General Hospital fashion, is always just one dramatic twist away. In addition to the emotional and familial implications of Skye Quartermain's return to General Hospital, numerous insider sources have hinted at even more intriguing possibilities regarding her reintegration into the powerful and politically fraught world of Port Charles. Chief among these rumors is the suggestion that Skye may step back into the corporate arena, specifically, within the elite corridors of ELQ, the Quartermain family's multi-billion-dollar empire. With the company constantly embroiled in boardroom battles, strategic power plays, and family feuds disguised as business decisions, Skye's re-entry into ELQ could throw a wrench into the already fragile alliances that keep the company from imploding. Skye is no stranger to ELQ's complicated legacy. As a Quartermain by blood and by sheer will, she's had her share of victories and defeats in the high-stakes business world, and if she returns to claim a seat at the table, her presence would not be passive. She's a savvy, determined woman who has always had to prove herself, often in the shadow of those who questioned her place in the family. Now, armed with more experience, greater confidence, and perhaps a few secrets of her own, Skye could easily disrupt the status quo at ELQ. Especially if she sets her sights on expanding her influence or even reshaping the future of the company entirely. Equally compelling are whispers that Skye may have a hidden agenda tied to Aurora Media, the media conglomerate that has been at the center of several recent controversies in Port Charles. With Jason and Drew both connected to Aurora, and tensions rising between them, Skye's involvement could reveal long-buried secrets, hidden financial manipulations, or even personal betrayals that threaten to erupt at any moment. If she becomes entangled in Aurora's unfolding mysteries, it could lead her into direct conflict, or unexpected alliance, with other powerful players in town. Whether she arrives as a corporate mediator, a silent investor, or someone with insider knowledge, her role at Aurora could expose fault lines in relationships both personal and professional. Then there is the question of her living arrangements, a detail that may seem minor, but in the world of General Hospital, can signal major shifts in narrative direction. There is strong speculation that Skye may move back into the Quartermain mansion, the family estate that serves as both a symbol of privilege and a pressure cooker of interpersonal conflict. If she does, her return to the mansion would undoubtedly rattle the already delicate balance among its current inhabitants. Old grudges could resurface, and buried resentments may be reignited. Especially if Skye asserts her place not just as a guest, but as someone entitled to a voice in the family's affairs, both domestic and dynastic. Of course, Skye's presence is certain to have a significant impact on Michael Corinthos and Willow Tate, who have worked hard to navigate their own complicated journey within the Quartermain family. As their aunt, Skye is not one to shy away from difficult conversations or controversial opinions. She has a reputation for being blunt, honest, and unafraid to challenge the status quo, especially when she believes the truth is being ignored. Her dynamic with Michael, a man caught between the legacies of two powerful families, the Quartermains and the Corinthoses, could become tense if she questions his decisions, his loyalties, or his influence within the family business. Willow, too, could find herself caught in the crossfire. Though she has tried to remain neutral and supportive in the family's ongoing disputes, Skye's strong personality and refusal to stay silent may force Willow to reevaluate her place in the family, particularly if Skye disapproves of the choices Michael has made, either in business or in his personal life. With her fierce independence and protective instincts, Skye could very well challenge the carefully constructed image of peace that Michael and Willow have tried to maintain, exposing cracks that neither of them realized were there. In short, Skye Quartermain's return is not merely a nostalgic callback, it is the arrival of a storm cloaked in elegance. Whether she reclaims her power at ELQ, digs into Aurora's buried secrets, or unsettles the fragile alliances in the Quartermain mansion, one thing is certain: wherever Skye goes, she brings with her a whirlwind of truth, tension, and transformation. And Port Charles, as always, will never be the same. With an acting resume that speaks for itself, Gina Tognoni's return to General Hospital comes with high expectations, and rightfully so. Her acclaimed portrayals of Phyllis Summers on The Young and the Restless and Kelly Kramer on One Life to Live showcased her remarkable ability to bring depth, nuance, and emotional intensity to every character she touches. Tognoni is no stranger to daytime drama royalty, and her addition to the current GH cast is being hailed as nothing short of a masterstroke. Fans and critics alike are already buzzing with excitement at the potential showdowns and electric scenes that lie ahead, especially as she's poised to share the screen with some of Port Charles's most iconic women, including Laura Wright's fiery Carly Corinthos, Maura West's cunning and captivating Ava Jerome, and Eden McCoy's increasingly dynamic Jocelyn Jacks. These veteran actresses bring their A-game in every scene. And the idea of Gina Tognoni stepping into the storm and going toe-to-toe with them is the kind of dramatic fuel GH thrives on. Social media and soap forums have exploded with reactions, many calling this casting move legendary, and even declaring, "Gina Tognoni is back, GH just activated legendary drama mode." The sheer chemistry and tension that she could bring to future storylines has already sparked widespread speculation about what explosive rivalries, unexpected alliances, and long overdue confrontations may unfold. With her signature emotional range and steely charisma, Tognoni is expected to inject new life into storylines and reignite that classic Quartermain chaos viewers know and love. And while it remains unclear whether Skye Quartermain will return with her signature fiery red hair, a trademark that many fans associate with her bold, unpredictable nature, or adopt a striking new look to mark a reinvention of sorts, one thing is certain: her return will be anything but quiet. Skye has never been a passive figure. She arrives, she challenges, she disrupts, and she demands to be seen. Whether she's returning to settle unfinished business, uncover buried truths, or reclaim her place in the Quartermain legacy, her presence is bound to shake the very foundations of Port Charles. Let's not forget that Skye's family history is a tangled web of secrets, betrayals, and emotional landmines. As the daughter of Alan Quartermain and the long-lost niece of Edward, she has spent years fighting to prove that she belongs, often at great emotional cost. Her lineage ties her to nearly every major player in town, and with so many stories left unresolved, her reappearance may be the final spark that sets off a chain reaction of revelations and reckonings. For years, the Quartermain family has been plagued by division, loss, and unspoken truths. Skye, with her complex past and unrelenting drive, could very well be the missing piece, the wild card who comes back just in time to stir the pot and push every character to confront the past they've tried to forget. In a town where secrets don't stay buried for long and loyalty is often tested by bloodlines, Skye Quartermain's return promises high stakes, deep emotion, and no shortage of fireworks. Whether she comes back seeking redemption, revenge, or a fresh start, one thing is undeniable: Port Charles better brace itself, because Skye isn't just returning. She's reclaiming her story. A tidal wave of fan reactions has swept across social media platforms and online forums ever since news broke that Gina Tognoni would be reprising her role as the unforgettable Skye Quartermain on General Hospital. For many longtime viewers, this announcement wasn't just exciting, it was deeply emotional. The return of Sky represents a bridge between the golden era of GH and its evolving modern narrative, reigniting a spark in fans who have remained loyal through every twist, heartbreak, and cliffhanger. But perhaps even more remarkably, her comeback is inspiring a resurgence of interest from fans who had once drifted away from the show, now drawn back by the magnetic pull of Tognoni's powerhouse presence. Across message boards, fan pages, and soap opera discussion threads, hundreds, if not thousands, of comments have poured in, each one echoing the same sentiment: Sky is back, and so are we. I stopped watching GH years ago when the Quartermaines were pushed to the background, but Gina Tognoni returning as Sky. That's all I needed to hear. I'm tuning in again starting Monday. This is the best casting decision GH has made in years. Sky brings drama, heart, and that classic fire the show's been missing. Thank you, Valentini, for listening to the fans. I literally screamed when I saw the news. Sky Quartermaine is one of the most layered, underrated characters in GH history. Gina brings such raw emotion to the role. This is going to be epic. I used to rush home from school to watch GH during the Sky Edward Tracy saga. Seeing Gina back feels like coming home again. I can't wait to see what she stirs up in that mansion. Haven't watched in a decade, but guess what? I just set my DVR. GH finally gave us a reason to care again. Others took a more humorous but heartfelt approach to expressing their excitement. My popcorn's ready, my schedule's cleared, and my blood pressure's rising. Sky Quartermaine is back, baby. If Gina doesn't walk into the Quartermaine living room with a glass of martini and a cutting remark for Carly, what are we even doing here? Sky better come back with receipts, shade, and a secret that will blow the roof off Port Charles. I'm ready. The excitement hasn't just been limited to nostalgic fans. Younger viewers who may not have experienced Sky's earlier arcs have also joined the conversation, intrigued by the buzz and eager to discover what makes this character so iconic. I've heard so much about Sky but never saw her in action. Everyone's reactions have me hyped. If she's half as good as people say, I'm in for a wild ride. Just started watching GH a few months ago. This Gina Tognoni announcement has me deep diving into old Sky clips on YouTube. She's fierce. The response has been so overwhelming that several fan-run blogs and GH tribute accounts have launched Sky Week, daily countdowns, throwback scenes, and theory threads speculating on how Sky's return will affect the Quartermaines, Aurora Media, and Port Charles as a whole. Some are even organizing virtual watch parties to celebrate her first episode back, turning her return into an event, not just a plot twist. There's a sense of electricity in the air, a feeling that something big is coming. And while Sky's storyline has yet to fully unfold, one thing is already crystal clear. Her comeback has reignited the passion of an entire fandom. It's a rare and beautiful thing in daytime television when one casting announcement can unite old fans and new skeptics and loyalists alike. Gina Tognoni's return has done exactly that. Sky Quartermaine isn't just returning to General Hospital. She's bringing the audience back with her. Be sure to tune in to the upcoming episodes of General Hospital, as the stage is set for the triumphant return of Gina Tognoni, a woman whose unforgettable performances once captured the hearts of millions, and whose presence now promises to reignite the very soul of Port Charles. This is not just another character comeback, this is the long-awaited return of a force of nature. A powerhouse performer stepping back into a role that was made iconic through her raw emotional range, fierce authenticity, and undeniable screen presence. Gina Tognoni's portrayal of Sky Quartermaine was never just about dialogue or dramatic flair, it was about vulnerability, complexity, and heart. Her ability to embody a woman who was at once wounded and strong, uncertain yet bold, made Sky one of the most relatable and compelling characters in GH history. Every time she walked into a room, there was a spark. Every look, every pause, every emotionally charged moment told a story that fans never forgot. Now, after years of absence and endless speculation, Skye is finally returning, and the story she's about to tell is one that has been waiting to be written. The timing couldn't be more perfect. With so many narratives converging, family ties fraying, and secrets threatening to come to light, Skye's reappearance isn't just dramatic, it's essential. She is the missing thread in a tapestry of drama woven over decades. And her return could change everything. Whether she's mending relationships, uncovering truths, or standing her ground in a room full of quartermaines, Skye will not go unnoticed. Her presence is bound to spark rivalries, stir old emotions, and challenge the status quo in ways that only she can. And it's not just the storyline that's getting fans buzzing, it's the sheer gravitas that Gina brings to the screen. Her return is a love letter to longtime viewers and a powerful statement that legacy matters. In an era where soap operas constantly strive to reinvent themselves, General Hospital is embracing its roots by bringing back one of its most emotionally resonant characters, played by an actress whose career has been nothing short of extraordinary. Tognoni's return is not just about nostalgia, it's about evolution, redemption, and a fresh take on a character whose story never truly ended. Skye Quartermaine's journey was always one of searching, for family, for truth, for a place to belong. That journey was interrupted, but now, it continues. As she steps back into the world of Port Charles, one can only imagine the impact she'll have, on Jason, Drew, Michael, Willow, and the entire Quartermaine legacy. Will she be the peacemaker or the catalyst for new conflict? Will she bring healing, or will she stir up long-buried wounds? One thing is certain, Skye will not be a background player. She is returning to make waves, to reclaim her voice, and to write a new chapter in her never-ending story. So don't miss a single moment. General Hospital is about to enter a bold new era, one where the past collides with the present, and Skye Quartermaine stands once again at the center of it all. Clear your schedules, set your DVRs. And get ready, because Gina Tognoni is back, and her return will be nothing short of legendary. The story isn't over, in fact, it's only just beginning.